Hello again, this is Successor Dale. This is video now number 13, and what better movies continue on with this series of films that I'm doing than Friday the 13th?
Friday the 13th.
A slasher movie back in mid 1980. It was kind of following on from the success of Halloween, and it basically was made by Sean Cunningham back in 1980, and again just trying to build a bit more on the sort of slasher vibe, the stalker vibe, because when the killer's there, you don't really see the killer, and that continues on for most of the film. You don't see who the killer is. Of course, if you're a fan of Friday the 13th, or you know anything about Friday the 13th, you'll think, oh, I know who the killer is. It's Jason Voorhees, hockey mask wearing motherfucker, who kills everything in his path. If you thought that, you'd be wrong. Tell him, Ghostface.
Afraid not? No way.
Listen, it was Jason. I saw that movie 20 goddamn times!
Then you should know Jason's mother, Mrs. Voorhees, was the original killer. Jason didn't show up until the sequel. I'm afraid that was a wrong answer.
See? The original killer was not Jason. He showed up in the sequel. He wasn't the first one, but just in a flashback and just as a hallucination. He wasn't proper there. The original killer, of course, is Pamela Voorhees, the mother of Jason, who does appear in a number of the Friday the 13th movies. But only in the first one is she the main villain. It also leads, of course, Friday the 13th introduces to the iconic location, kind of like Elm Street. This is Camp Crystal Lake. This is the place where fucking camp blood, people die here. They're warned. As the films go on, yeah, let's reopen the camp. I mean, what happened those 5 other times? Couldn't happen a 6th, right? Ultimately, there's a confrontation from Alice, the sort of final girl, and Pamela, which ultimately leads to Pamela being killed. And if you've seen the remake or seen any of the sequels, you know Jason saw Alice kill the mother with the machete and ultimately gets revenge, because these films kind of work on sort of like a horror movie thing where if you survive one and you're back for the next one, you're probably going to die. You might die at the end, you might die at the start, you might die somewhere in between. It's happened in Scream, it's happened in this a couple of times, it's happened in Halloween. There's times where characters are brought back just so they can die. Speaking of dying, actually, there's someone who does appear in this here, as one of the characters, young Kevin Bacon. And he ultimately dies. I mean, this film, only one person survives, and then come the end of the second one, it's kind of like, who gives a fuck? Again, the Friday the 13th was given the sort of remake treatment in the late 2000s, with Jared Padalecki, as Clay Miller. He's kind of like the hero of the tale. It kind of like when I saw the trailer for the remake, I was kind of intrigued. But and the remake does kind of like sum up, it shows like the film opens with kind of like a flashback, which can be seen as the end of the first one with Pamela, and then the first like 10-15 minutes is kind of like a mini film where Jason kills a couple of people, and then the main action starts and everything ties together. So yeah, Friday the 13th, good show, I like it. Again, if you want to see Jason, go to the sequels. They're all enjoyable in their own way to a degree. But anyway, I've been Success Dale. Thanks for watching.